What would happen if you were stranded on a deserted island all by yourself? Would you panic or stay calm? How long could you last before getting rescued? The water was very choppy, so the entire ride was quite uncomfortable. But finally arriving at the island, we started setting up camp. We walked past some huge rock monoliths which must have been here for hundreds of years. Then we came across a beautiful little sandy cove. We relaxed on the beach for a few hours and enjoyed the warm sun on our skin. We were worried that a storm was coming in and that our shelter might not be able to withstand the wind and the rain. Luckily, it passed us by and we managed to sleep for the rest of the night. Find fresh water and shelter first, then signal for help. And if you enjoyed our video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting adventures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't give up hope and always keep an eye out for any passing boats or planes. And check out the links in the description for cheap flights, hotels, cars, and more. With a positive attitude and some basic survival skills, you can make it through the ordeal and be rescued like we were. In the morning after we woke up, we made a fire and waited for it to become light outside. Then we untied our drone and let it fly. The drone revealed that our island was surrounded by a thick fog, which made it look like we were in the middle of nowhere. We waited for a while, but the fog did not clear, so we decided to try and signal for help with the drone. We flew the drone straight up into the air and made it hover. Then we put on our life buoys and ran back and forth on the beach to signal for help. After a while, we saw a boat in the distance, so we waved our arms to try and get their attention. Luckily, they spotted us, and soon we were on our way off the island. But soon it was time to head back to our shelter for the night. It was such a unique experience that we will never forget. We learned a lot about ourselves and how to survive in the wilderness. We also got to enjoy the beauty of nature and the peacefulness of being alone on an island. We made a small fire to keep us warm and to scare away any wild animals. We told each other scary stories while looking at the beautiful flames. Before we knew it, we were both fast asleep. We brought a big blue tarp with us and set it up like a small hut. It didn't look half bad if I do say so myself. We made a small fire again to keep us warm, since it was still quite chilly in the morning. We had some boiled eggs for breakfast, and then started exploring the island again. We checked out the northern part of the island and found some really cool caves to explore. These caves were completely empty, so we left some of our stuff there and went back to our shelter to get some more supplies. We continued on our hike and made our way further north. We found some really cool rock formations and cliffs to jump off of. But eventually we realized we couldn't go any further because there was a steep cliff face blocking our path. So we turned around and headed back south. We stopped to have lunch at the beach and then made our way back to the shelter. We collected some firewood and then headed back out to explore more parts of the island. This time we went to the eastern part and discovered some really cool rock monoliths. We climbed on top of these rocks and looked around to see if we could spot any other islands or land. But unfortunately, we couldn't see anything other than endless ocean. We then made our way back to the shelter and got everything ready for the night. We made our small fire and gathered some branches to lay on to keep us warm throughout the night. We snuggled close to each other and watched the sun set over the horizon. Soon it was too dark to do anything, so we went to sleep. We then gathered some wood and made ourselves a fire pit. It was so much fun to explore this huge island all to ourselves. And after a while, we even found a freshwater stream which was flowing down the side of the mountain. This was very exciting because we wouldn't have to worry about not having enough drinking water. We then started to gather materials to build our shelter for the night. We cut down some palm trees and used the leaves as a roof for our tarp shelter. We also gathered some rocks and made a small wall around our shelter. just in case any wild animals wanted to try and sneak in during the night. Overall, we were pretty happy with our shelter. We even carved some cool designs into the wood of our roof. We decided to find out and spent 24 hours alone on a deserted island. This is what happened. We chose an island that was about a 30-minute boat ride from the mainland. After making our shelter, we decided to go check out the rest of the island. The next morning, we woke up bright and early to the sound of the waves crashing on the shore. In the middle of the night, we were awoken by loud waves crashing onto the shore. Looking back on our adventure, we are so grateful that we were able to spend 24 hours alone on a deserted island. If you ever find yourself stranded on a deserted island, remember to stay calm and assess the situation. But now it's time to hear from you. What would you do if you were stranded on a deserted island for 24 hours? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing travel experiences.